quick question. Do you and your sibling actually remember the same childhood? Because Josh and I have completely different versions of everything.
Especially the parts where I'm clearly the innocent one and Lisa's rewriting history like she's publishing a memoir.
Give me a break. Today, we're diving into the lies, the legends, and the totally false confidence we all have in our own memories.
We are unpacking everything from photo albums versus phone pics to the great snitching incident of '94.
Plus, we'll be rewinding to September 1989 when Paula Abdul was number one and Josh still thought he was mom's favorite.
And a real listener letter about sibling memory wars that hits way too close to home.
Memory is a scam and you're about to get exposed. Let's go. Josh, did photo albums make memories more real than phone pics? Do you even have photo albums?
No. I do not have photo albums. Zero.
Not even one?
Not even one.
Wow. Okay. So I think I know what side you're going to take.
Well, I mean, everything is phone pics. Like,
Yeah.
and you know, through Apple, you can order those nice photos.
Yes, like the photo books and stuff.
Yeah, so like, you know, I have like, I might have like, yeah, I have 2 photo books like that I got as gifts with one of Jet, one of Fallon. But not like, if you're talking photo albums, like you take the photo and you put it in, no.
Those, like, those feel very, like, tangible. You know what I mean? Like the memories feel more real when it's like you're holding it. Does that make sense? I don't know why, but like I'm a scrapbooker. Yeah. I don't want to say I do it all the time. Like usually, like once a year, I'll just kind of like catch up or something and like do like a year's worth of scrapbooking, and it's definitely turned. It started with like the paper scrapbooking, you know, like the legit, old school way, and now it's like more digital, where like I can create like a scrapbooking effect and then print it out on like an actual film. Like, I don't know, what would you call it? Like film?
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever. Yeah. But I still have like tons of pictures.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's, you know, it's like my audiobooks. Like I prefer audiobooks over like the real thing, but now I've been kind of dabbling with the real thing. Like now I want to hold the book. So, you know, I relate it to that a little bit, I guess. You know, you want to hold the photo. You want to, you know, it feels maybe more real to you versus probably some people, you know, the photos. I think it's never been a thing for me. That's why. I think we look at photos differently, period.
Oh, for sure. Of course. Of course.
Like, I'm the guy that, you know, I always got flack for this. I don't know if it's a guy thing or if it's a Josh thing, but like, I'll go to an event and it's like a super great moment, but like, I'll never pull out my phone because like, I'm in the moment. So like, I'm like enjoying, like watching, you know, and it's like, you didn't take a photo? And I'm like, oh shit, no. You know, so like I'm very much like in the moment, so to speak. To be able to have my brain be like, oh, this is going to be a great moment. I should take a photo of this.
Yeah.
I can't. Like my mind can't like fathom that. It has to be in the moment.
Interesting. See, but I wonder, is that something that you have because we didn't grow up like that? Like we didn't have a lot of pictures growing up.
Right.
Think about it. Like, I mean, there's not even like digital evidence now of like old pictures of us. Like,
yeah.
We have very few, like I think.
Do you mean like our era or do you mean us personally?
Us personally.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, yes.
Well, you do the photos, don't you?
Yeah. there's a lot of like old school, like I went through mom and dad's like stash, and they have the old school like things that you put in like
Oh,
the projector slides
yeah.
of like, or like, early 80s.
Mm.
And it's just like you have to hold it up to the sun, to the light to see what the fuck it even is. I'm like, it's ridiculous, right? And I tried at one point, like in the last, I'll say decade, to like take a bunch of those and actually get them printed out, like, or a digital copy of them. And like the process is like ridiculous,
Yeah,
So,
I
but the
can
thing
imagine.
is like if you, back then, you only had the physical pictures, right?
Mm.
So you had, or the negatives, right? But like, who kept the fucking negatives? I don't know. I'm like, I hated the negatives. I was just like, meh, chuck them, Now I'm like, wow, that was really stupid.
Yeah.
But like you only had the picture, and so like if you lost it, or like we lost a lot of stuff like in the 80s flood, when we had to like get rid of a lot of things, like a lot of our pictures got ruined and stuff like that. Like
There was a
they're
flood.
done.
We had a flood.
Yeah, you were still really young, but like it was like it's ruined. It's done. You don't have a digital copy. You don't have extra copies of this picture laying around.
Mm.
So in that respect, it's kind of like,
Yeah, for sure.
you know
For
so
sure.
I like that aspect of like it's always digital, and like I have it no matter where I go. I can have it on my phone. I've saved it on the hard drive. Like we have evidence that we've lived through these things.
Yeah. I think that's why iPhone is so successful, like
iPhone
because
specifically, or any phone,
well,
because isn't any phone like
yeah,
that?
any phone, but like I feel like iPhone was kind of like the like, you know, we're going to be we're going to be a part of your memories, kind of thing. And it's like iPhone, Apple Photos, all of that is
Yeah, the
like
iCloud, all of it. Yeah.
yeah, like and you're right, that is something that's kind of cool. Is that like you have all of that stuff
Yeah.
saved.
Yeah. And like
So,
I even have Amazon photos,
me too.
right? And it's awesome because you can like
It's unlimited and it's
create,
free
exactly, for pictures,
for
not for
pictures.
videos,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But it's like I love that because then I could be like, oh, okay, so I was this age. Like sometimes you remember things like, oh, I was, it was New Year's of '99,
Mm.
whatever, right? Or New Year's of 2010. And I can go back to the album, the 2010 album, and find what I need to. Whereas, like, if you have only physical photos, imagine, like, unless you're super duper, like, into,
Like albums 1999, 2000,
right?
2001.
And all of your pictures are, like, in order by sequence. Like, come on. I'm sure there's people that do that, but that to me is like,
Well, that's a
yeah,
lot of work.
it is a lot of work. I wouldn't want to do that all the time. So, anyways, so I think what, you're digital and I'm half half. I'm going to say half half.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely digital.
I like memories to be pretty. So the scrapbooking part of it is, and the physical part of it, that satisfies my creative juices, so to speak. All right, so I think that wraps up our 90s mystery question, photo albums. All right, let's move on to this or that.
Yes.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The first one, Nintendo versus Sega.
Oh boy. So, we're talking back in the day though.
Oh yeah, these are all back in the day.
This or that back in the day. Okay, so in that case, Sega. If you asked me now, it would be Nintendo. But back then, I was in awed about Sega
Yeah.
because I didn't have it as much. I had the Super Nintendo, I had, but Sega was like, Sonic and everyone was so into it. And so that was something that always interested me. So like this or that back in the day, Sega.
Okay. For me, it was Nintendo. Love Nintendo.
Troll dolls versus Beanie Babies.
So, okay, I remember troll dolls more in my like high school days. We used to keep them in our locker for good luck. I don't know, we were weird. But Beanie Babies, like I remember that a lot. Like mom used to collect them. Remember when they used to have them as like McDonald's toys?
Yes.
She'd have garbage bags full of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Beanie Babies. What about you?
Uh,
If you had to. I know you probably don't give a shit.
probably Troll Dolls.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Saved by the Bell or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Fresh Prince, because
Hands down.
I never even watched Saved by the Bell.
Oh no? I didn't click with it. I watched it a few times. Didn't click with it as much. Fresh Prince every weekend.
Yeah, Fresh Prince, that was the best.
All the time.
FM radio countdowns or Napster playlists? Gosh, Napster.
Yeah, I figured you would say that. For me, though, my like peak was more FM radio countdowns. I would sit there with cassette player
Ah,
and wait for my song to come on to record it.
yeah, that's how we had to record stuff.
Yes, every recording I had always included a clip of like the radio host at the beginning or the end, and I always fucking hated when they wouldn't let a song finish. You know?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
before
like
talking,
the end. Yeah,
just shut up.
yeah,
Don't you know we're trying to record here?
it's true.
Dunkaroos versus Gushers.
Dunkaroos, hands down. My favorite, the treat I could never get.
I know, right? We weren't allowed to have that stuff.
No, I would trade my food and stuff to get one of the Dunkaroos from people.
Yep. You know what else was really good? Lunchables.
Oh, yeah.
But we never got
Lunchable.
those either.
Yeah.
Mom was like, well, just cut up some cheese and crackers. And I think,
We're like, no, it's not the same.
Not the same.
I remember, though, she used to, she cracked a few times. Remember those, it was like a little pizza, and you'd put the little sauce, and then you put the little cheese with like 2 pepperonis.
Never. Not with me.
That was a good one.
So I guess we know who's Mom's favorite.
Well, I already knew that.
Fuck off.
Saturday morning cartoons or TGIF?
Oh, TGIF, hands down.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. Absolutely.
Like, I'm trying to remember if we even did Saturday morning cartoons.
I mean, I did, but it wasn't like a thing like we. It was just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'd be watching Dragon Ball Z or whatever.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a big thing,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I mean, we are 7 years apart.
6.
So 6 years apart. So like in the scenario of like watching cartoons together, you know, probably not really.
Not really, but we did only have the one TV, Josh.
Yeah. TGIF though was a thing.
Yes,
For
for
sure.
sure. Yeah. Walkman versus Discman.
I mean, I remember having a yellow Walkman, which was probably yours at once upon a time or
Yes,
something.
it was. I'm remembering it right now.
So I remember having Snow as one of my cassettes.
Really?
So-
That was a cassette? It wasn't a CD?
No, it was a cassette.
Fuck.
So that was when we lived on Maisonneuve. So like I guess I'm gonna say cassette.
Yeah, same.
Walkman.
I just feel like that. Like, I mean, I had a Discman too at one point later on, but Walkman like was just epic. And like listening to a song over and over again and like rewind, fast forward, rewind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Love that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't love it, but I miss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I think about those times, I'm just like, oh, those were the good old days.
Watch, I bet you they make a comeback with a fancy cassette player. And then people can do cassettes again. Look how the
How would that
vinyls.
happen, though?
Look at the vinyl things that are coming out now to do
Yeah,
the big records.
The records, yeah. But I think
Becoming
those,
more and more popular.
Yes, those were always there, but it was a niche. Like those never went away.
No, but
But
like,
it was a niche
but
thing.
now
But now
companies-
cassettes went away.
yeah. But like now the companies have like these fancy ones, like recorders, you know, like to put the.
Oh.
You can buy like some of our podcast equipment. They sell disc
No
record.
shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. DJs use them a lot.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
And they're fancy ones.
Yes.
They're all like made out of aluminum
Yeah.
and you know, so
Yeah.
slap bracelets versus friendship bracelets.
I remember slap bracelets more than friendship bracelets.
Me too. Yeah, slap bracelets
Those were
all the
fun.
way.
Yeah. And in the last few years, one of the kids went to a birthday party, and in their favor bag, it was a slap. I was just like, I went through down this like little rabbit hole of like my youth. I love these things. The kids were looking at me like, okay, you're a little weird. Nickelodeon versus Disney Channel.
Uh,
If I remember correctly, we didn't have Nickelodeon. Wasn't Nickelodeon like its own channel on cable?
I think some was mixed in with like YTV and stuff. No,
Yeah, but I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure it was mixed in. But I don't even remember anything from Disney Channel. I didn't even remember there was a Disney Channel. So
no. Yeah.
so I'm gonna say Nickelodeon, I guess, because that was stuff like I remember watching some shows where it was Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like
like
the
it would,
Rugrats and
yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
so, I
yeah.
remember stuff like that. But Disney wise,
See, I remember like Fraggle Rock was a Disney one, wasn't it? Like I know it's a Jim Henson show. I would think it was Disney. But anyways, regardless, you don't remember Fraggle Rock? Oh, fuck.
no.
It's definitely the 80s. But I'm going to say Disney Channel
Okay.
because for me, again, I think it goes back to the age difference. By the time like Nickelodeon like was a thing, I was older and like kind of past that shit. But I remember like every Sunday night after dinner before bed, we sat and watched the Disney movie at 6.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just hit me. You know what cartoon I absolutely love? The little freaking ducks. The kids.
Oh yeah. Yes. DuckTales.
DuckTales. Yeah, that's Disney. No.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. It's DuckTales. Because
Is it
it's
though?
Donald Duck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Donald Duck is Disney, right?
Yeah.
Do they have that on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
No.
They have it. Yes, they do. Because
Oh.
the kids watch it.
The DuckTales, I loved that show so much. The
DuckTales,
adventures.
woo.
Yeah. The adventures and everything. Oh, that was the best. Are You Afraid of the Dark versus Goosebumps?
I'm going to say Goosebumps.
Same, hands down.
And like, did you read the books? Oh, you weren't really a big.
I read a
You
little bit
read
of the books.
Yeah, I
but
loved.
like, I had them. I don't know if I read them.
But yeah, those were my favorite.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love the show. Yeah, the show, the Goosebumps. Yeah, they had them on YTV sometimes, and yeah, after school.
Okay. See, I wasn't so much into that. It was definitely the books for me.
No, it was awesome.
But
watching.
have you seen the recent Goosebumps?
No.
Shows?
They still do it?
They reinvented it a little. Listen, watched it with Riley. I was like, this shit is good. Like, I know they're probably marketing towards like kids, obviously, or tweens, teens. But I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they or they started making them
Neither
again.
did I. And then we happened to come across. Actually, I think Riley mentioned it. I was like, oh, Goosebumps. I was like, huh. Because we got him all the books.
I used to love the fancy books, like, because Goosebumps was always like prickly there, you know,
Yes.
on the book.
Yeah.
I think that's why I bought them. I don't think it was to read them. Yeah.
You're so funny. That's hilarious. Okay, so now we're going to take it to our Dear Whatever letter. Okay, are you ready? Do you want to read our first letter?
Sure.
Go for it.
Dear sibling, whatever. My brother and I have totally different memories of our parents' divorce. He remembers it as peaceful and mature. I remember it as a screaming match and moving into grandma's house with nothing but a trash bag of clothes.
Aww.
Now, as adults, he says, I'm making it more dramatic than it was. And I say he's ignoring the trauma. It's causing real tension, especially around family holidays or when our kids ask questions. How do you navigate conflicting childhood memories without discrediting each other or rewriting the past?
Oh.
Holy shit. Are we freaking therapists now?
No, not in the least.
Okay.
But we're going to try to give our opinions at least.
All right.
Try to help. So, I'm feeling the feels. I feel very like sad for this person.
Hmm.
That could be very traumatic. I'm trying to think of something that, like, I'm sure there are things that we both live through. So, like, there's the event, and then there's your perception and my perception, and like what we each take away from it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. There have been times over the years where we'll be discussing something from the past, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll look at you and I'll be like, how the hell did you get that from that? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, did we even grow up in the same house? Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny how that happens. I
Yeah.
don't know why
Well,
it's like that.
it's because the perception's different. Also, like this question also depends on the age difference. Are they the same age? Are they not the same age?
Yeah, like,
Because that can impact the perception, right? I
yeah.
think regardless though, I think that um, I always hated that little comment. I think you're making it more dramatic than it was.
Oh, yes.
So I feel like um, I guess, I understand that it's a sibling and obviously we care about our siblings, but for me, you can't you can't take it to heart what they feel and their perception of what happened.
Or control it.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
them,
It is what it is.
and whatever they say to you about how you should feel or shouldn't feel, I mean, that I take with a grain of salt. I
Yeah.
mean,
I think this day and age, we should stop telling people how to feel or stop telling them that their feelings are not valid. Like, enough already.
yeah, I think we're all guilty of doing that at some point.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
But
we are.
but yeah, I
But let's
mean,
take a step back and start, like, it's, we don't have to agree on things for me to appreciate the fact that you can feel how you feel. And I hope you feel the same about me. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to side with our writer here.
yeah,
If
I
there is a
mean,
side to take.
yeah.
But how would we, what kind of advice would we offer?
I guess I would say that it sounds, at least from the letter, like this person is not expressing to the brother how it's making them feel. And so I think, if I had to guess, I could be totally wrong, but I guess my perception is if I had to guess, the brother is probably older. And, he's saying he remembers it as peaceful and mature, blah, blah, blah. And, now as adults, he says that, you're making it more dramatic than it was.
And it's causing tension.
So, I mean, I don't know. I guess this is not like a big deal for me. So like if like this is causing tension, like if this is causing tension, we've got problems. We've got problems out there. Like
This can't be the only thing. There's got to be
well,
more to it.
yeah, I mean that wholeheartedly, of course. I
Yeah.
don't mean disrespect. I just mean if this is something that is, having real tension towards family holidays, when our kids ask questions or this or that, I mean, there's got to be a lot more going on there.
I think so too.
And maybe like when the kids are asking questions, or talk to your sibling and maybe have like a setup, or something like, okay, by the way, like I understand, you think this way, I think that way, but if the kids are saying this, let's tell them like what, just
Yeah.
some kind of connection so that, there's not this, you say something and then the other sibling is like, no, that never happened or whatever. And,
Yeah.
and then it just gets out of hand.
Right.
Yeah.
And so and if this is in fact the only thing, and we're wrong, there's not more to it, then I'm gonna just pull something out of the old Lisa hat, which is avoidance is key.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I mean? Maybe just don't talk about it then. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And when the kids bring it up, say, you know what, it's in the past, we're gonna keep it in the past. And leave it at that.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree and move on, because
Moving on, I think, is important because I guess for me, I can't think that far in advance.
yeah.
I think about today, not like, oh boy, next week we're going to this thing and we're going to talk about.
Oh my God, Josh.
I can't do that, So.
I'm the opposite.
Well, it took.
I've planned 3 years in advance.
Well, it took a lot of time for me to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But now it's a lot more peaceful. So I think that's part of it. It's about finding your peace, and the way you find your peace is to not think about these conversations, and it's to just kind of go with the flow. And sibling happens to say something, it's like you could look at it two different ways. You can bicker and argue about it, or you can smile and say, "That's how you feel. Cool," and move on.
All right. Well, disclaimer, we are not therapists, but this is our opinions.
Oh,
and
we're gonna
good luck.
mess up some people.
I hope not. Please tune in again. Josh, do you remember mom or dad ever telling you or us something terrifying just to make us behave?
I feel like yes, I remember, but it's just I don't know if I have it in my head to remember. But yes, I remember there was some little terrifying little oh my gosh, kind of things that weren't true. But
yeah, no, I agree. There's got to be some out there, but I'm gonna just refresh your memory, and this will bring up a whole flood of emotions, I'm sure. The wooden spoon.
right.
So they didn't tell. Well, they did tell us. It was, "Do I have to get the wooden spoon?"
Mm-hmm.
That was the trigger.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you felt every time you heard that? And when did you stop caring? If you did.
I don't remember.
No?
I don't remember. I remember the wooden spoon. But
I remember Mom used to keep it very handy.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was terrified of that. I was terrified of that. That brings up some shit for me. Honestly, yeah. I think that's why I'm the good one. The listen. And be good. And, do what you're told, and
So yeah, right. But it could also be quite the opposite with that methodology.
In what way? What do you mean?
Well, if you're saying threats or usage of the wooden spoon, that can go 50-50. Yeah, you have people where you hear it all the time where they're oh, I turned out fine, because I was disciplined or whatever. And then you have others that were little shits because of that, so it's like a 50-50.
It is, I guess so, yeah. So I ended up in the first batch, which is and for the longest time I did kind of say exactly that, which is, well, look, we got spanked and I turned out just fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit 40 and go down this childhood trauma rabbit hole, and you're like, oh, wait a second, I'm actually not fucking fine.
Yeah. Well,
does that have anything to do with it? No, maybe not. Who knows? But all I know is that when I had my first kid, the very first thing that I thought of when I was thinking of parenting styles was I'm not going to fucking hit my kid.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be no wooden spoon in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So clearly it affected me enough that was very clearly the number one thing that I was like, never happening in my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I think as time went on, things changed and evolved, and you know, we realized that positive reinforcement was a big factor in learning.
yeah. Well, what do you learn when you're afraid all the time?
Well, you learn to, not fuck up,
There you go.
right?
Right?
But it's a different form of that. Like, it's not the same thing. So,
So.
mm,
Oh, yay. So, I guess I'm the one with all the trauma and you can't remember shit.
well,
That's
that
what
could
you're
be
saying.
that could be trauma in a nutshell right there.
There you go.
I
Actually, you're right. I shouldn't joke about that.
I've always had issues with past memories for some reason.
Okay.
But definitely this past year, I've kind of developed this whole thing of like the moment tomorrow, and the moment yesterday is over, like you died, you're done. Like the day's over, it's gone, it doesn't exist anymore. And so I've been trying. It's so hard, but I've been trying to kind of have that mindset. So tomorrow doesn't exist yet. You're not born. Yesterday, you died. The only moment you have is the present right now. This is the only time you're alive.
Right.
You know?
That's an amazing. Sorry, were
Yeah.
you done or did you want to finish
No,
your
no,
thought?
go ahead.
That's amazing. I love that thought process, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where in where does learning something and growing fit in there?
Well,
Because if
doesn't
tomorrow's
mean
dead
no. Yesterday was dead.
or whatever, sorry, yesterday's dead.
Tomorrow you're just not born yet.
Okay, but if yesterday's dead and it's like it's done, you can't think about it, you can't change anything. Where does learning lessons, learning from your mistakes, where does that fit in?
Well, doesn't mean that you're not taking something away,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
It just means that, yesterday is over. Like whatever happened that day, whatever is negative that people bring into the next day.
Okay, so it's like holding on to things
Yeah.
as opposed to learning something. Learning something is something completely different.
And having goals
You don't wanna-
doesn't mean that you don't think about the possibility of goals, in the future. What it means is that you don't think about, I'm going to be happy when I have this. Or I'm going to be happy once I have XYZ taken care of, or I achieve this goal, or whatever.
Okay.
So it's a lot
Okay.
more thinking of just like the now concept,
Okay.
right?
I understand.
But you still have goals, you still learn. It's like being born every day, but you have the knowledge of what you learned the day before,
Right.
right? It just means that you don't carry over the burden.
Yeah, like you're not holding on to grudges, you're not bringing in the
That's it.
negative self-talk.
Oh, yesterday
or
was such a
whatever.
bad day.
Okay.
How was your day? How was your week? Oh, yesterday was so bad. I had this happen to me, and and da 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 da. And now all of a sudden you're living the next day, which has nothing to do with yesterday anymore, and all you're thinking
Okay.
about is how negative it was and how bad it was. And you think that you're going to be productive that day with that thought process,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I guess the way I look at it is that it's not logical to.
You really have to be in tune then. Like,
Well, it's
truly, it must be.
It's a process,
It must
and
be.
and I'm nowhere near perfected it, but I try.
Well, that's really. Sometimes we have these like little tidbit conversations, and I'm like in awe of you. Sometimes, No, I'm serious.
Why?
I'm just like, I don't know, because I guess maybe in some way I still think of you as like my little brother.
I am.
You know what I mean? Like the little brother, that's annoying me all the time and shit. And I'm like, oh man, he actually has like really fucking good thoughts and like a great like perspective on things. And
Well, I think
It's nice.
I think I owe it to, you know, the philosophies and everything that I've been into in the past
Yeah.
year. You know, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Like now I'm getting into Japanese philosophy.
Really? Is
Unbelievable.
that like on is
Taoism?
Taoism, is that Japanese or?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
more Chinese.
Okay.
Um,
So what's
which I'm like that. If I had to say something that I am, like it's definitely that.
Taoism?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, 100%. And then there's just other things that like are just added to it that like complete the circle kind of thing,
That's so cool.
right?
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
what's
some of the
Japanese?
like Bushido and you know just the way of the warrior
Oh,
and just the you know the way they think and so on. It's really incredible their philosophies. They really are. They're so honorable.
I know, right?
You know, like you ever hear those like on the like TV or movies, you know, where they like take the sword and they like cut open their, you know, but it's like when you learn about why they do it, like
Well, yeah,
it's
it's all about honor.
yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So, yeah, I'm learning about, you know, and Zen, like Zen, that's Japanese.
Mm.
So, you know, learning about that a little bit too, along with Buddhism, Confucianism. It's a lot of fun. And all of this to say that it really intrigues me. You
That's
know,
so
like I'm
cool.
pretty sure in a past life I must have been in some way, shape, or form in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it hits too close to home for me to think, you know, like
That is
why
just random or
that it's just
something.
yeah, that it's just random.
Yeah.
So for sure, you know, I must have been a monk in my previous life or something.
Josh the monk.
Yeah.
All right, so Josh, now we're going to do our flashback debate. Okay. Are you ready for this? We're
Hmm.
going to dredge up an old memory and we're going to ask you, the audience, to let us know who you believe. Side with me. Side with me.
It just shows you're guilty.
Shut up. Okay, so we're each going to have 20 seconds to give our side of the story.
Okay, you
Okay?
first.
Me first. Josh went out when he wasn't supposed to go out. It doesn't matter what he was doing or who he was doing it with. Mom said he was not allowed to do it. And he went and he did it. Mom caught him. He blames me. Says that I was the snitch. Okay? I was not the snitch. He just doesn't know how to fucking lie. Okay?
Okay.
Go.
Literally walked across the street to get a Super Nintendo game, came back into my house to play this said Super Nintendo game. And then parents got home, I was already in bed. Mom comes up to me, wakes me up and says, "Where is the game?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And I just see Lisa in the background. She's like, "I just couldn't. I had to
I
tell
did
her.
not say that.
I had to tell her, Josh." And I was
that.
like, "Come on. What a rat." Completely ratted out her
Never
brother.
said that.
Yeah.
I never said that. And
So the
now,
point of the story is that I exited the house where we had no technology. So there's no way that the parents, you know, saw a camera or something, you know.
well, with the 90s, of course we didn't have technology.
And you know, I was just sleeping away, minding my own business, and boom, my parents came home and right away it was, "Where's the game?" And I was grounded.
And here's the thing, okay? Mom, and you cannot deny this, mom has this otherworldly, like, sixth sense. She can look at you with the eyes and just know when you're lying. Okay? I actually did tell her, no, he didn't leave. And all she did was look at me went in your room, asked you, and you copped to it, if you had stuck to your story, we would not be having this conversation.
No way.
And I swear to God, she knows things.
All this to say is that I would not rob a bank with my sister because I would probably go to jail.
What year is this? What year? 94? 93? Like fucking 30 years later, you know?
So, who's right?
And by the way, this story still comes up at Christmas.
Of course.
Every fucking year.
Of course. So, who's right? Lisa the snitch or Josh the conspiracy theorist, apparently?
I take offense to that name.
Oh, my goodness.
You are a terrible liar, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so let's do a little pop culture rewind to end this episode, okay? 1989. Paula Abdul had a #1 song, Cold Hearted. Do you remember Paula Abdul?
Kinda, from freaking American Idol.
I know, right? Movie was Parenthood with Steve Martin. Game Boy was released that year.
Oh, no way.
The debut of The Simpsons.
Oh, damn.
1989, my friend. Windbreakers. Oh, shit. Do you remember where you were in 1989? How old were you? 5.
I don't remember shit.
That was the year that we went to Cuba. Do you remember that? Cuba.
I mean, I remember the pictures of me, like, on the horse.
Oh, that's so sad. That, like, your memories, you don't actually have the memories.
No.
Like, if you were never shown a picture, you would never know.
I do remember picking up a log and having these prickly things all over my hand. And some person started taking off the prickly things off me, and then they were on him.
Oh.
I remember that.
In Cuba?
I think it was Cuba.
Wow.
Maybe it wasn't Cuba.
Do you remember the little puppies?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, the little
mini,
babies.
yes.
Yeah, I do remember that. And the chef
It's
guy.
the only dog that I ever petted. The little puppies.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, man. Those were the good old days. I don't remember too much in terms of pop culture. Obviously I know who Paula Abdul is and stuff. And I know Parenthood, the movie now. But at the time, we didn't like really listen or watch that stuff. But like tie-dye jeans, you know, the high hair, all that stuff. Like I remember I got my first perm around 89, 90, around there. It was horrible. Talk about I don't know what I wanted, what mom was thinking of letting me have a perm, but anyway. And that's how you turn childhood dysfunction into YouTube content. If you related to any of this, congratulations, you've survived the 90s too.
Follow or subscribe for weekly nostalgic chaos. Seriously, if you are already spiraling about your childhood, you might as well commit.